Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to operations. Here we have the HOLYOKE CHICOPEE turn heading north. They're going to make their way back to East Deerfield Yard. Meanwhile, back at the yard, oh, here they come. So I filmed this October 7th. Oh, in the evening, had some time, did some, so obviously you can see I did some operations here. That Boston, Maine boxcar behind the locomotive is just a buffer for the loaded scrap cars that were picked up at HOLYOKE, Sullivan Scrap in HOLYOKE. And then we got a tank car we picked up from a transfer facility, I believe. Now we're making our way down, I believe, want to say track 3, or no, I'm sorry, that is track 4. And you can see in the foreground, I've installed a couple of dwarf signals for the engine tracks. I have a couple more behind me on the left. I'll show in an update come out soon, hopefully. So there's the yard crew. The last stops I did, I brought it over to the fuel track. They're on fuel track number 2. They're going to make their way and do some yard work. I'm going by the office, yard office. And they're making their way down track 6 to run around. There's another dwarf signal I installed. Basically, that dwarf signal governs whether or not they can go on to, we'll just say the yard lead, we'll say yard lead for now. A busy day today at the yard. They are going to get out of the way. We have the Pioneer Valley Railroad interchange crew. They have to turn their locomotive around, so yard crew's just sitting on the side for a minute, for a few minutes. There's the signal for the interchange crew there, Pioneer Valley Railroad. They're going to make their way to the Y. That's on the west end of the yard. Unfortunately, on my layout, it's 050 at this point. One version I actually had a track I could do. It was a reverse loop. I could actually turn them around, but I don't have any reverse loops on this this version. So they're going to back up a couple up to their train. And if I remember correctly, we have BELLOWSFALLS turn coming back. So they're all on hold for a minute. So the crew, this crew's, they're done. There's going to be another crew that's going to take out, what is it? Give me a minute. Look at a bunch of different trains going out. Oh, they're going to be doing, that's right, another crew's going to be doing the Gardner turn local, which we should see probably in a couple weeks or so. if you watch this far. It'll be in a couple weekends. That video will be in process. The Pioneer Valley Railroad interchange is departing East Deerfield Yard. They are heading south. GP15-1. GMTX 426. Cut of cars. So my next update is going to be a decent one. Gotten some progress done with signals and the crossing signals as well. I got some railroad signals I put up, the Edhc track boards and all that. So we're making some progress here on the BERX Pan Am CSX Railroad. Here comes the MOW crew coming in. They're going to pull in onto FT1 fuel track. No, I'm sorry, FT2 fuel track number 2. I like how the dwarf signal reflects off the cars. It's pretty cool. So this dwarf and the other two on the diesel fuel tracks, or fuel tracks, they are controlled by a toggle switch. Only because there's like, when you hook them up to the Pico switch, there's certain cuts and whatnot you need to make to isolate power. And I figured it was just as easy to just throw in some toggle switches. But I'll in my update, I'll show you the other two, the one on track 1 and the one governing the engine ready track. Those are actually wired into the Pico switch, so when you throw a switch, the light will change. So you're pulling in here. You're pretty much utilizing this to do a runaround. The yard is pretty full. They got like 13 cars going to Gardner Turn, so that's going to be probably a long operation. Make that a super operations video. Perfect time of year for it. You can see my fueling area still needs work. I'm gonna get on some buildings soon, you know, start putting things together. Gotta wait for their signal, I think. There it is. You're good. I thought that'd be a nice little touch, have a couple of dwarf signals for the fuel tracks. A little extra safety, I guess. So it's a pretty short video this week. Trying to kind of compromise a little with, you know, have some shorter videos and longer videos. And the yard crew is, I believe we're going to pick up that cut of cars. BELLOWSFALLS turn brought in. And we are going to put a center beam on track 6. That car has to go to the shop. It has a coupler issue. So we're going to swap out a coupler. Other than that, the other cars are good. They're good to go. Another note, that Burlington Northern wood chip hopper, we're pretending it's loaded with wood chips, because that was a pickup at Pvrr Lumber in Vermont. So here we are, we're setting out the center beam. I picked that car up at a train show. I can't remember, I don't know if it was the one in Marlboro or the one at the Big E, the Amherst show. I'm not sure. I've had it for probably a couple of years now. That wood chip car I've had for forever, it seems like. I'd like to get some more, maybe make my own loads. I have some sawdust I saved from a while back in a Ziploc baggie, so I'm thinking I might be able to utilize that to make it look like a load in the wood chip cars. But that's the only wood chip car I own. Anyways, we're wrapping it up. I just looked at the time here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope everybody has a great day and a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Happy modeling. Real Fan Man signing out.